Hello and welcome back to the Shamrock Valley. We have our first upgrades. Voltra is getting engine redone. We need over 160 horsepower and we are upgrading the engine, so it didn't take long, but we have to do it. First of all, I would like to use the Voltra. Second of all, we need at least 160 horsepower to run the seeder. Well, technically probably we could have done without it, but since we are a serious farm and we take our job seriously, we're gonna try to do it without wrong one. We're gonna try to do it proper way. So let's see if we can back this one up like this a little bit more. Yes, this is a little bit complicated here. Okay, so it was there all the time. It just didn't show because we have a tank the fuel icon. Now stop. Everybody stops and me crossing. Right. Okay, let's go. Today's episode, Canola 38. Go. So we're seeding canola on field 38. As you can see, I was kind of disappointed on the Terra Italica with this seeder because I wanted something different than Vaderstadt, but I wanted still 6 meters and something similar, just the diversity, just to try something else new. And when I found out that it doesn't have a fertilizer, it was like, oh no, now I have to fertilize the fields as well. But on this map and with this setup that we have, so we are going green without chemicals, without spraying, without anything, any of that good stuff. We are this is going to be perfect for us. So yeah, we are going to be seeding canola with, or sowing canola with this one. Yes, so no fertilizer whatsoever in there, and this is going to be on no potatoes. If you take out the potatoes, we're going to use this seeder for everything: wheat, barley, canola. Soybeans are out of the game for this map, as well as sunflowers and corn. I was confirmed. Just a second. Oh, we have a weight here. I thought we don't have a weight. Oh, we can beat this one, right? Yes. Yeah, so I was told that there is some corn growing in Ireland, but usually they use it for silage. Whoa, that cat scared me. Don't do that. Right, here we go. How are we gonna deal with this, guys? Let's go from top of the field and do the headlands last, right? Right, so I'm recording this episode just after the previous one. I still didn't finish that potato field, but I promise I will. I will do it today. Today is still Saturday. Saturday of 15th in Dublin. Right, let's do this. And let's, we need, does this one have a reach marker? So it doesn't seem like it has a reach markers. Let's check this out. Oh, I wanted to use ridge markers, but it's fine. It's fine. Actually, gives me reason to be lazy. Yeah. So let's do it. Then we have to do it from the outside of the cab, and let's start going up and down the field. We're gonna do the headlands last. Headlands last is always the best choice with most of the stuff you do. Well, headlands last because then you can see how many headlands you actually have to do. I mean, for harvesting, it's kind of useless because you would be driving over a headland all the time. But here, it's actually preferable to drive over the headland rather than over seeds. Okay, so this is a little bit complicated. Oh, I started with. How did I? No, I saw. Yeah, because I was. Scratch this. Right, so we were able to correct this one. So I started with soybeans probably because I was trying to find the ridge markers on our side panel. I accidentally switched from canola to soybeans, and we made a poo. So, but these seeders nowadays, you can just because it has a cultivator, it cultivated the soybeans in. So we cultivated the soybeans in, and we are doing just canola now. Right. Okay, let's see how we're gonna do this. Okay, this is a 6 meter header, and this shouldn't be having any issues with. I like this ridge. I so see us falling into the water at one point. And I like this seeder because it has a big turning circle, so it doesn't do the jackknifing thingy, which I really like. This is the first time us not using our little yard work tractor, the Lindner. Lindner is an amazing tractor. I said it in almost every episode I have. It spins back and front wheels at the same time, so it's technically like a wheel loader, and it's really small. The negative side, I don't think it has narrow tires. It has twin narrow tires, but they still destroy the crops, so it's not useful there. But for a yard work, for moving the pallets of seeds, of buckets of poo and food, and cleaning the animals and all that good stuff, perfect. Wouldn't change it for a world. But fortunately we don't have Lindner on this map. We're not gonna have Lindner. We have our little New Holland. That's gonna be our yard tractor, and we have two working horses. One smaller one is this one, now currently the Ultra N series. Currently it has 165 horsepower. I upgraded it. It cost me 10,000 euros to do that. So it cost quite a bit. But I think it's gonna be worth it in the end. Okay, I'm spreading my seed everywhere. Anyway, yeah, canola. Okay, now there's a test I wanted to do, or at least try to find that somebody did the test. Was it canola or one of the plants? I might be wrong now. I always thought canola takes the most seeds to seed, so it costs a little bit more to seed canola than any other crop. But actually, I might have gotten this in the opposite way. I think the canola is the cheapest one to seed. As far as it doesn't seem like it's going through the seeds that fast, but I'm not sure how fast would it go through the seeds if we put in the wheat and barley in there. Okay, let's see how we do this. Right. Yeah, this is progressing nicely. I'm pretty happy with this. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, canola here. Canola is gonna be for the first season our money crop. Like, I know it's a bad choice, but like I said, no sunflower, no corn, no soybeans whatsoever. So we can make money either with potatoes. Yeah, potatoes. I think it's gonna be really painful to harvest all those potatoes, but I think that's gonna bring us a lot of money, more than per hectare than canola. And since that field is now more or less similar size to this one, maybe just tiny bit different, but I think we're gonna earn much more money from those potatoes than we're gonna from this canola. And yeah, I'm not really sure if we're gonna be selling our crops straight away from the field, because these are organic crops and this is not industrial whatever. We're not giving our crops that easily. We are holding it for the price, especially because we're gonna start, I like to say normally, we're gonna wait for a proper price of the animals, so we won't be able to reap the benefits of having animals straight from the beginning, and we have a lot of costs associated with running this kind of farm. Okay, again, didn't lift the seeder. We have a lot of costs associated with running the organic farm, like less yielding fields, a lot more field work. So technically with non-green, non-organic fields, you just spray them with fertilizer, you just spray them with the huge sprayers, and you have 3 fertilizing stages, and of course plant them with solid fertilizer. In our case, we will have the weeders, the mechanical weeders. We'll still see which one we're gonna use. Will we be transferring our mulch harrow into a weeder, because I never done that before, or we're gonna be buying the big weeder from the base game. That weeder is like huge, like 9-12 meters or something, and the one we have, it's around 7 meters, but will save us some money. On the other hand, the big weeder is quite expensive. I think it's like 50,000 euros or so. I know that the cedar weeder. Oh yeah, the cedar weeder. We're gonna need that for the radishes. Oh yeah, maybe we can do that for the barley and the wheat. Okay, now blink idea, but it costs 100,000 euros. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I actually like this idea. For the wheat and barley, we can actually do the weeder with the. Oh, but we have to wait radishes to. No, we're not gonna be able to do it this season. Maybe for the next one. Yeah, then some of the crops won't be winter crops, which is actually perfectly fine, because it's gonna spread our harvesting season over several days, several seasons, or parts of a season. So it's gonna be really good. Okay, I need to write this down. I'm not writing, just in case. Didn't see the sarcasm in this, but I always forgot to write this stuff, and I have to remember, and afterwards I'm rendering the videos, making the screenshots, and all that good stuff. Now, for example, you can see the timestamp here in the previous episode. I just started recording straight after the previous one. I just picked up the tractor and reloaded this seeder, and off we go. There we go. So busy, busy, busy. Yeah, so after the harvesting of this, after harvesting this, we can plant on bigger fields like radishes and then cultivate them in, and then that's gonna give us like two growth stages. That's brilliant. And I never used radishes in my life in the FS17, but this seems like it's a perfect idea. Negative side is we're gonna be using more seeds than usual, but that's fine. We're running a green farm here, guys. The cost is not important. We are fighting for honor. We are fighting for the righteousness. We are fighting for putting a green food on Irish people's tables. Origin Green. You Irish people probably, it's something new starting in Ireland. Origin Green, they're trying to go green with the agriculture, but as far as I understand it, they already have 80% of the companies in this, and I'm not really sure that 80% of the companies that operate in Ireland are green, like at least they have different rules, like what is considered origin green. It's probably, yeah, for sure, chemical fertilizers, fine, just this brand, not that brand, or whatever. I'm not really sure how it operates, but I highly doubted that 80% of the companies comply already with green production, or they have redefined what green or organic is. But yeah, we'll see. I truly hope so. Ireland has perfect, almost next to perfect situation that they can go without chemical fertilizers, without anything, even subsidies. I was watching the documentary about New Zealand, Rogernomics. Was it Roger? I forgot. The guy who, or was he the bad one? I don't know. There was a guy who cut the subsidies to farmers a couple of decades ago, and the New Zealand economy was changed. Like first, the agriculture changed bottom up. They became so much more efficient in in farming, in slurry spreading, in everything. The technologies they developed as well, like they are one of the best in the world for reusing the materials to refertilize the grass fields with the slurries and stuff like that. And they have one of the lowest subsidies in the world, and New Zealand agriculture is one of the most famous ones. So it's whatever they did good. So New Zealand has one of the lowest subsidies in the world for agriculture, on one hand, and on the other hand, they have one of the most famous agricultures. I mean, New Zealand sheep and wool, and I mean, at least where I come from, it's famous, like proper famous. Anyway, that's me rambling on. That means this episode has been too long already. Left. I wonder if Farming Simulator is gonna ever, Giants will ever implement the subsidies in the game. That's like, here you go, you have fields, here's the money from the government for cultivating those fields. Okay, so we are, I would say, more than halfway done. Now I'm thinking of doing unrealistic thing and just... No, we're almost done. I was thinking of going with on the width of starting doing... yeah, let's do the headlands now. I'm just gonna turn here. If this is not realistic, guys, mea culpa. My bad. But I just turned sharply there. Right. Yeah, when you try your best to do the headlands last, so you try to get the most of the fields in the first pass, in the first passes you do, so you don't have to do 2 or 3 headlands. You actually do only 1. Okay, let's leave this one. This is properly planted, and let's do the other side so we don't have to come back to this part. And then I'm gonna see if I can start seeding in a different direction so you can cover more field faster, more of the field faster. Okay, we missed a little bit there, but it's fine. Oolykee, you don't have a OCD, you don't have an OCD, it's fine. I'm kidding, I don't have an OCD, I'm fine with the missing pieces, bits and pieces. Right. Now my idea was to go all around the field. No, I'm just gonna try to do the best I can with this one. Like this. I just wanted to warm up our wheels, you know, like Formula does, left and right quickly, to warm up our tires. To do something differently, not to do only up and down the field. So we did the headlands up until here, so we don't have to go uphill again later on. And that's, yeah, this is 6 meter cedar, so this should be fine. Okay. This should be pretty fast now. So yeah, also the Friday yesterday, even though I recorded, like, this is the 3rd episode I recorded after Friday's spreadsheets, the, what's gonna call it? The sheets, the fact sheets we got from the Giants. You know me, I don't use, like, 250 horsepower is the biggest I go, and then like only time I use something bigger than that is because of the straw harvest, because that freaking Pramos uses 350 horsepower to operate, which is ridiculous. Usually only then I use these more powerful tractors, so I'm not really impressed by all the machinery they represented there. But potato harvester, I love it. Price tag, it's €500,000. I was like, yay! It's like normal one, the small potato harvester. We got the bigger width, and it's with a cab and machine, and it should be like €200,000, and yay, you don't have to pull it with a tractor because it's self-operating. But it's $500,000. It's the same price as Greamy, the big one, but oh, Fox again, Fox. The same price as Greamy, but smaller capacity. I mean, like, yeah, it's a different machine, cool, yeah, I love it, but it's so expensive. Well, I think the potato harvesting is expensive, and seeding and all that stuff, so yeah, I think I'm just moaning for no reason here. Okay, let's try to do headland here to finish off this little piece, like this. We're still on our canola. Right, now let's see how tight of a turn we can do with this tractor. We're definitely risking it here. Oh wow. I mean, we're gonna make it, but still, this is a tight turn. Okay. Right. Here we go. Yes, only this little piece left, and off I go. 2 episodes put to rendering, and my software can only render one at a time, so it's gonna be one by one rendering and uploading it, and then scheduling it to be released soon for you guys. I'm gonna run those Shamrock Valley at least for a first week as I record them, but then I'm gonna go into schedule doing the Baltic Sea. Okay, let's try to park him like this. Right. So yeah, Shamrock Valley, because everybody wants to watch this episode now, and I see that some of you guys are actually watching it. I have a little bit more views. 11, I think I saw in the yesterday's episode or the day before. So at least it looks like you guys like it. So I'm happy about that. Why did I do this? Why do I do this to myself, Oolykee? Why did you do this to yourself? Oh, no cedar, no water. Okay. There you go. Field got some watering as well. Right. I think 2 more passes, that's gonna be it. 3. Okay, let's try this. I lifted it over the ground so it's not compacting a lot of soil. I'm gonna do the headland. These walls, the stone walls, are kind of pain to navigate around, so I don't like those. But it's a challenge. It's what's beautiful about this game. Why do people not play like English style maps, Irish style maps with those awkward fields? Because of the challenge. I mean, like, it's easy to find a field, 10,000 hectares, just straight. 20-meter width, you get 20-meter seeder, and just go. And then 20-meter harvester. Of course, I know that they don't exist in game, but well, seeder does, but no harvesters yet. So this is more challenging. This is you work for your money. Right. Okay. Okay, let's try to finish off this without us doing the headlands. Now we're gonna drive over the crops, but let's say that it's rolling the crops, so it's on the ground, it's better for them. I don't know, I'm just talking nonsense here, justifying me driving over the seeded part. Okay. And the last little bit here. Oh, the evil black swan. No, no, it's not because it's black. It's swans are evil. I said it in the last episode. No, an episode before that. The swans are evil. They attacked me a couple of times. Not attacked me, just were not nice. Here we go, guys. 40%. 40% left. I'm gonna close this door. For the next episode, we're gonna be. There we go. For the next episode, we're gonna be. I don't know what we're gonna do for the next episode. We'll see. But for now, we're gonna leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for, if you enjoyed, that makes me even happier because it's really amazing map. I was thinking like maybe he should have done those fields as well as the grass field or something, because then it would be a little like big dent, so you can enjoy the view from there and also enjoy the view from there of the whole map. But unfortunately, I didn't even try going there, but I think the red line doesn't give us to go there. But we're gonna go to the tree line anyway. Where is the forest? Forest is there. Guys, thank you for watching. I see you tomorrow in the next episode, and have a nice week. See you soon. Bye bye.